Marco's German, correct?
Correct.
Did you make a reference or any kind of animation in Marco's presence that could be interpreted like a Heil Hitler salute or anything like that?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry?
Absolutely.
Okay, tell me what you did. Explain it to me.
Well, I've known Marco for going on 12 years, and we've done that back and forth the entire time we've known each other.
How many years?
12 years. 11 plus. I think he started about 6 months after, but he worked in the jail. So I've known Marco for about 12 years.
Can you put that into context, what this Heil Hitler salute or wave looked like, what you would have said, how you did it? Can you actually show me how you did it?
See ya. So when I walk out, his office is on the left, and I'm usually there early in the morning. And so I see ya. And sometimes he's like, "Hurt." Sometimes, in fact, he's gone like this and said some words I spent time in Germany. So I'm keenly aware that that's against the law in Germany. You can do jail time for that in Germany.
So when you raised your arm out and said "see you," was that and I know what you said Marco did in reference, we'll talk about that in a minute. Is that a Heil Hitler salute? Was that how it was intended? Because Marco's a German guy and would understand it?
Yeah, and it was in response to, him doing it to me over the years as well. It was not uncommon.
How many times do you think you did that?
Dozen plus, more. I would say 20 times, roughly. I mean, it was not uncommon.
And as you're walking out and you do that and say "see ya," that's in full view of everybody in the office.
If anybody was there, yeah, it wasn't like I was going in the door behind closed doors and doing it.
Right.
I'm, walking down the hallway, and it is one of the things I try to do is say good morning to everybody and goodbye to everybody, whether that meant I went upstairs or downstairs or whatever to talk to people. So yes.
Did you ever say anything? You ever watch Hogan's Heroes?
Yeah, a long time ago.
You remember Sergeant Schultz, and he'd always say "Jawohl" or something like that. Did you ever say anything along those lines, like "Jawohl" or "Heil Hitler" or
I don't believe I said Heil Hitler.
"Führer" or anything like that?
I may have said "Mein Führer."
Okay.
Yes, I may have. That would be something I would say. Yes.
Did anybody ever say anything to you about that they didn't like it, that it was inappropriate, that you shouldn't do that?
No, but it was wholly inappropriate.
Did Marco ever tell you that it was inappropriate or asked you to stop or anything like that?
Never.
Transitioning to Marco in that regard, tell me what your recollection is about Marco. You referenced that he did similar things to you.
Yeah, he'd respond in kind.
So Marco did similar Heil Hitler type salutes to you?
Yes. And he did one time. I remember him doing like the little mustache thing here and doing it. And he said some German. And he always teases me because I spent 4 or 5 years over in Germany. I don't hardly speak any at all. I can order a schnitzel and a beer, and that's about it.
So when Marco put his fingers over his top lip Was he imitating Hitler's little mustache?
Yes.
And what would Marco say when he'd do that?
I don't know the word. It was German.
Okay.
I don't speak German. I understand even less of it. So I can't be specific.
Marco wrote in one of his documents that he was calling you out on that in terms of being inappropriate, and that you told him you were just waving goodbye.
That's not true. Marco never said I was being inappropriate, never asked me to stop, nothing. Because he did it himself.
You told me a moment ago that that type of action was wholly inappropriate. Can you put some context to that so I understand why you think that's wholly inappropriate?
Because even if Marco was participating in it, had somebody, it could have offended somebody else. There might be somebody with some Jewish nationality, Jewish person, that would be very offended by that. I didn't think there was, but in retrospect, even if he was participating, that was inappropriate on both of us.
Is it fair to say that that type of activity could be construed as anti-Semitic?
I don't think so. That certainly wasn't my belief.
I understand what you're saying, but is it fair to say that
Others
an
could have.
outsider could
Yes,
have
yes.
perceived that as
Yes,
being an
and-
anti-Semitic remark
Yes.
or action?
Yes.
Okay.
That's, again, why it's wholly inappropriate.